Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Happy hump day. We are on episode 10. We are finally in the double digits. I don't know why I've been waiting for that. But we are finally in the double digits and I'm excited. So today's episode will be a part 2 of the Friend with Benefits. So this is not kid friendly. Pause this episode, put your kids away, put your headphones in, do whatever you need to do. But again, this is not kid friendly. So grab a drink and let's get on into it. So I had to do a part 2 because I forgot to talk about something that somebody wanted my opinion on. But I was like, okay, let me just save it for my podcast. So I'm going to be discussing let's just say you already have established a friendship with somebody and then y'all are really feeling each other, but y'all just want to add on the benefits, not necessarily the relationship part. So in my opinion, I don't know, because I'm like 50-50 on it, because I feel like, of course, you should establish that friendship. You know, like if you want a relationship, they say build that friendship. You guys should be friends first. You know, the foundation, blah, blah, blah. So I kind of feel like it can be tricky adding the benefits on with somebody that you are friends with already, but especially if you guys are like real cool, like close, and then you guys start fucking around. And I'm like I told them, I'm like, it could ruin your friendship. Like if you value your friendship more than the sex, I wouldn't do that. But then again, it's like, okay, you know this person, you guys are supposed to build that friendship and everything. Again, friend with benefits. So it's like that could really lead into something amazing. But it's like, again, do you want to fuck up your your friendship by fucking around? And, you know, things might not end on good terms, but it's like, if you know this person, you should know, like, what to do, not to play around with them. And that goes back to a relationship also. Like, I won't get into that. I'm going to save that for another episode. But yeah, if you know this person, and I feel like it will be better to communicate too, as far as their wants and needs sexually, and, you know, exploring their body, not necessarily saying that you will be comfortable with, I don't know, you should be, because y'all are friends and you can talk to them. You feel like you already know them. But I guess when you add the sex on, it could be a little awkward in the beginning. So I get that. I feel like, I don't know, have I ever had like a friend who I really wanted to take it there with? I don't think I have. And I'm seriously sitting here trying to think, like, have I ever, I've seen some attractive people, but like us having that friendship and foundation or whatever bond, and me just like, damn, I wonder what they did like. I don't think I've ever had that. Not saying that I wouldn't take it there with a friend, but like looking at my list, I hate to even say list, friendship list. Let me clear that up. I don't see me like going down that list with somebody that I'm like really, 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 really close with. Like they're like my best friend type thing. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna say best friends because I think that's what they were referring to. Like if they're your best friend. I don't see myself going there with like a best friend. Like I don't see it. No, I don't see it. But if but if I had one, I would probably be thinking like, damn, do I want to ruin our friendship? But let's just oh Lord, my mind right now. But let's just say if one of my male friends, I had a male best friend, I found him attractive, he found me attractive or whatever, but we never looked at each other like that. So let's just say he comes to me and he tells me like how because I feel like my friends, I talk to them about anything. Like my male friends, nothing is off limits, honey. We talking about my cycle. We talking about dudes who number I got, the sex, like we talking about it all if you're my male friend. We are talking about it all. Nothing is off limits when it comes to me and my male friends. So keep that in mind. I know my male friends love me though, but yeah, nothing is off limits. I feel like if you are my male friend, I'm gonna tell you it all. Like my best friends, hear it all. So yeah, and they give me advice on it, which I love, and I give them advice too. But yeah, that's another conversation. But if I had a male best friend who I found, attractive, he found me attractive. He might tell me like, let's just say he tells me how he was horny as hell the other day, and he tells me like the type of sexual stuff that he wants to do or wanted to do, but he didn't have nobody to hit up to do it with. Excuse me, I swear every time I get up here, I be burping. Excuse me. So yeah, let's just say he told me like he wanted to do blah, blah, blah. He didn't have anybody to do it with. I mean, going in details and, it might be turning me on a little bit. And maybe, if I find him attractive. But seeing that I find him attractive, that's what I'm going to say. So, I don't know. I would be thinking like, let's just say he telling me his stories and whatnot, how he be breaking girls' backs and whatnot. Part of me gonna be wanting to know what that feel like. Part of me is gonna want to know, but I might be thinking like, damn, I don't want to take it there or be the first person to bring it up, or I might have to use somebody else's situation and be like, so I seen this on Twitter the other day, make up a little white lie or something, or a little scenario, and be like, how would you feel in that situation? Like if it was us, like, would you tell me or something like that? And see what his response is or something. But I still wouldn't want to ruin the friendship, because especially if we have a really great bond, it's like, this is my person, like my best friend, this is my person. I instantly thought of Grey's Anatomy. But this is my person. I might be like, damn, I don't want to ruin this over some sex. But the way that I would be telling my best friend how I need to be beat down. Oh my gosh. Beat down, sometimes, caressed and whatnot. I feel like he would give me that. And then, look, I would always answer that phone for him. I would. But I feel like it might lead to something amazing, too, because that's your best friend. You can talk to them about anything. Vibe is good. But I will say that you guys have to talk about, okay, if feelings get involved, what are y'all going to do? Like, y'all have to talk about that from the beginning, like I said in the previous episode, because if y'all don't talk about that up front, I feel like that will ruin your friendship, because it'll be like, okay, I have feelings and we didn't talk about it, like what would happen, and I don't want it to be awkward now, like if you don't feel the same way. So yeah, I feel like that'll be a whole mess, and nobody wants that. So I say talk about that up front. I don't see why it would be an issue. It won't necessarily be an issue if you go into it smart on the whole hooking up with your best friend thing. If you go into it smart, it might not be a bad situation. I would be kind of hesitant, but again, if y'all talk about it like adults, y'all have clear communication because y'all are best friends. Have clear communication, everything should be fine. I don't know. I don't think I've ever been in that situation, like wanting my best friend to break my back. Oh, I cracked myself up. But I haven't been in that situation. Low key, I'm gonna be quiet, but no, I won't. I low key, this episode is like doing something to me. Oh, Jesus. Low key, I would say I do wish I had like a best friend or something. I can be like, it's been one of them days and my hormones are like trying to come through like heavy, like regular conversation. He like, you want me to handle that for you? Best friend. So yeah, I mean, that'd be nice. It would be. It has its pros and cons, like I said, but your best friend breaking your back wouldn't be a problem. I'm telling you. I don't think it would be a problem. I'm just sitting here picturing like a man just learning my body, just, That's not the subject, so I ain't even gonna go there. But yeah, I say just have the conversation, test it out, and see how it goes. Of course, like I said, talk about it. Talk about everything that there is to talk about in the beginning. And hopefully they don't get offended when you bring that up. Because I don't even know how you could bring that up, honestly. That's one of those conversations I'm just like, I wouldn't even know how to start. Like I said, I would probably say something like hypothetically. That's what I would say. The little white lie. I seen something on Twitter knowing that I didn't. Or if you have other social medias, use the social media that you have and say, yeah, I seen this on this and, they were best friends. How would you feel about that? Like, seeing that you and I are best friends. How would you handle that? Like if I told you blah, 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 how would you handle that? I think that's the best way to go about it versus you coming out like, so, I've been thinking, we best friends and all, but blah, 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 blah. I don't recommend doing it that way. Because for one, if my best friend came to me on that, I might pause and be like, oh. The innocent little, oh. But, yeah, so I just say approach it how I said with social media thing. I did say I was going to discuss this because I had this conversation a few weeks ago with a guy. And he felt like a guy that just wants to fuck you. I guess a friend with benefits doesn't really have to do as much as a guy who really wants you, I think. That's how the conversation went. So I told him, like, if we only want to fuck, I don't really need you to do much. Or I'm not going to lead. Okay, so... Oh, no, that's not what he said. He said that he feels like, he did say that he feels like they have to work twice as hard or something. And then he asked me that if I wanted to be with a dude, would I don't think he said lead with sex or would I fuck him or something like that. And I'm like, no, like I'm not leading with sex. If I really want to lock this man down, I'm not leading with sex. That's not what I'm not even on that anymore. Like, I think I stopped that like some years ago. When I was dealing with this dude, I let him know, like, that's not the type of time I'm on. Like, I don't want to leave at that. And he respected it, and it turned me on even more. It did. Like, he, like I said, I think I talked about this in a previous episode. The sexual tensions were definitely there, Okay, I did, but different dude. Sexual tensions were definitely there, and he respected it. Like, even if I was trying to, like, he could feel me getting hot and bothered, he would be like, nah, remember you said da-da-da-da, and I'm like, yeah. So, yeah, I respected it. That turned me on even more, and I really was feeling him. But, yeah, I wouldn't lead with sex, not with a dude who I really, really want. And now I'm on some settle down type stuff, so I'm not trying to hop in the bed. That's not what I'm on. Been there, done that, not going back. But low-key, low-key, like 1%, 1 to 5%. It was kind of like, I low-key want a friend with benefits because, again, I'm a Scorpio. Tensions be high as hell. And I feel like I need, like, hella sex toys. Seeing that I'm not being pounced on. I need, like, hella sex toys, but I need toys that penetrate me because I need penetration. Or something that I don't have to, like, I don't know. I feel like I really need to get a rose, the rose toy, and I feel like I'm late to the party, like really late. And I feel like that's what I need because I've heard amazing things. And me personally, I can't leave the toy right there. If it starts to get real intense, I can't leave it right there. I have to move it. So, yeah, that's where's the fun in that? So it's like I need a toy that's gonna like stay there, and I don't know, but yeah. So low key, part of me does want a friend with benefits, and for a good little minute, I'm sitting here like it might as well be somebody that you already know, that you wouldn't mind just fucking with. But it's like, you cannot annoy my life. You cannot annoy my life. I just need you to act right. Just do what you need to do. And I said, if I was going to have one now, I got some rules. I really do. I have rules. It's like, first of all, leave your feelings at home. I don't need them here. Like, if we already have the discussion, like I said, everybody should have what your intentions are. If you catch feelings, if we already have that conversation and I'm like, I don't want a man right now. Like, I'm chilling. I'm just having fun with you right now. That's it. Like, that's it. That's all. Leave your feelings at home. If you feel like you catching feelings, don't. But we can talk about it. We can talk about it. If you do feel like I'm falling for her, because you might. We can talk about it. We definitely need to talk about it, make sure we're on the same page, or how to get on the same page, remind you what we talked about, whatever the case may be. Definitely communicate and talk about it. Don't keep it to yourself, because you might end up hurting the end, because I might not feel the same way. Or I might be like, you know what, I'm done. And then you have feelings that I don't know about. So, yeah. What else? Oh, the main one is, well, that was a really big one, which is number one. Number two, which is kind of number one also, is you need to be available whenever I need you. Whenever I need you. If your mom isn't sick in the hospital, surgery, I ain't just gonna say your mom, but if it's not like a life or death situation with you or your family or your kids, you need to be available. because I feel like if you dodge me once, twice, 2 times might be your max, you out of here. That's it for me, because you on my time. I'm not on yours. So, yes, you need to be available whenever I need you to be available. If your phone is on Do Not Disturb, you need to make it where my messages and texts come through. I don't know why I sent messages and texts. That's the same thing. You need to make sure that my texts and my calls come through, because, again, it won't be nothing unreasonable. Like, if you're like, well, I got to work in the morning, so I'm going to be try to be asleep by like 9, 10 o'clock. I'm going to be like, okay, so we're going to have to come up with something. But I won't be too unreasonable. I wouldn't be too unreasonable, because I work too. But yeah, like, don't blow me off to go hang out with your homeboys. If I text you and I say I want some, drop some off and then go out with your boys. Give me a quickie for all I care. I'm not asking you to stay tonight. That's not what I'm asking. So, yes, you need to be available whenever I need you to be available. And that just reminded me of this. I'm going to save that. But yes, just be available when I need you to be available. And what did I say? Don't catch feelings. I think that was it as far as my rules go. But some people might think that being available whenever I need you to be available is unreasonable, because people have lives. But I would already let you know my rules up front. And if you agree to them, then I need you to be available. Again, if it's not life or death with you, your family, your kids, you need to bring that dick over here. That's how I feel about that. But yeah, part of me did want a friend with benefits though, but I'm just like, girl, I'm ready to find my man. My man find me. And I be praying for that. Like, I be very detailed in my prayer when it comes to my man. Very detailed. Yeah, I be praying for you. You probably listen to my podcast. I be praying for you, honey. So when you finish being in the streets or getting your little life together, I'm pretty sure you will make your way right on over here. But what I will say is, when it comes to me having a man, I need him to go ahead and get everything out the way that he has always wanted to do, so he can be faithful to me. That may be a threesome. Go ahead and get that out the way, because I need you to be on some been there, done that type of energy when you come over here. I don't want anything sexual to be able to excite you, as far as, inviting other people in the bedroom and, doing all this wild, crazy type shit that involves other people. And cheating and all of that. Like, cheat on them while you out there in the streets. Cheat on them. But when you come over here, I need you to be a very faithful, loving, romantic, one-woman man. That's what I need. Play the games over there. Get all that out the way before you come over here. That's what I need. That's where I'm at with it. But yeah, 1 to 5% of me wants a friend with benefits, but then the 95% of me is like, my man. That's what I want. I want to settle down. I want to be somebody's woman, somebody's fiance, somebody's wife. That's where I'm at with it. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. Thank you guys for tuning into another episode of Real and Raw with Ree. Continue to share it with your friends, your family, your little coworkers. Continue to comment, continue to rate it. Thank you guys. I really do appreciate y'all, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.